Welcome back. Today we are making a dark chocolate strawberry cake. So this cake is made with a strawberry buttercream and dark chocolate cake layers. I like to start by adding some buttercream to my greaseproof cake board to keep that first cake layer in place. I spread a pretty thin layer of strawberry buttercream on top of this, smoothed it out, and then piped a ring of frosting around that. Doesn't matter what frosting tip you use or if you use any at all, this will just help keep the filling in place. So I added about 1/3 of a cup of fresh strawberries that were diced, about 1/4 of a cup of my favorite strawberry preserves, and then 1 to 2 tablespoons of chocolate ganache. You can probably tell that these cake layers are a bit thinner than my usual cake layers. These are 6-inch cake layers that I actually cut in half horizontally, so I torted them, and I'm going to end up having 6 cake layers. This cake is going to be pretty tall, so you don't have to tort your cake layers if you don't want to, but I really wanted to pack this cake with tons of chocolate and strawberry flavor, and having 5 layers of fillings seemed to do the trick. So I repeated this process with my remaining cake layers and then made sure that my cake layers were nice and straight. I like to use my bench scraper to do a quick check before I work on my crumb coat. I added some frosting to the top of the cake and then very carefully worked my frosting around. I'm doing this with my large offset spatula, and I'm not applying too much pressure because I don't want to shift my cake layers. Once I had smoothed my crumb coat, I chilled the cake in the freezer for about 10 minutes until that frosting was firm to the touch, and then I worked on my second layer of frosting. You can see it's quite a bit thicker, and I'm using my bench scraper to get it really nice and smooth. A fun trick is to run your bench scraper under some hot water, dry it off, and then really take your time smoothing. You can see it almost melts the buttercream, and it helps give you a super smooth finish. The key is to really take your time as you do this so that the heat from your bench scraper can almost melt that frosting to give it that really silky smooth finish. Once I was happy with my second layer of frosting, I added some freeze-dried strawberries around the base of the cake, and then I cleaned up the top edges. My chocolate ganache recipe is super simple. It's just 1 cup of dark chocolate and 1 cup of heavy cream. I heat this in the microwave for about a minute and let it sit for about a minute, and then I stir it until it's nice and smooth. So this ganache is being used inside the cake with that drizzle, and I'm also dipping my strawberries into it. So once I dipped a strawberry and had it in place, I used a plastic squirt bottle to add a few more drips because I want this cake to have a partial drip decoration. I want it to look like the chocolate is running off of the strawberry and down the sides of the cake. So you can see I'm adding about 3 drips to each strawberry, and I ended up using about 8 strawberries on top of this cake. As you're doing this, be sure that you do a test drip just to make sure that your ganache is the right temperature in your bottle so that your drips run a good distance down the cake where they're about halfway, they're not running all the way off your cake, but they're also not too short or stubby. I used a plastic squirt bottle because that's my favorite way to add drips to a cake, but if you don't have one, you could also use a small spoon. So that's it, our dark chocolate strawberry cake is complete. Now it's time to do a quick little taste test. I was really excited about this because I know how much filling I put in this cake, and I absolutely love strawberries. So you can see we have those 6 cake layers with all of that filling and those fresh strawberries, and I'm happy to report that this cake tasted just as delicious as it looked. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to recreate this cake, the recipe is up on Chelsweets.com.